Hey, what's up, rock stars? This is Alex Aborn coming at you from the Midwest. And today I want to tell you about some strumming secrets, okay? Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you one pattern that you can manipulate and change to fit just about any pattern, any strumming pattern that you want, okay? This is for eighth note subdivisions or two strums per beat, if you want to think about it that way. Or let me just demonstrate. We got like basically like stuff like that, or okay. And I'll make another video on 16th note subdivisions or 4 strums per beat, which would be like but that's a different video. Okay, so the reason why I'm doing this is because a lot of people teach strumming in a way that I don't really like, for lack of a better description. But basically, they'll tell you, like, first you do it down, then you do it down, then you do it up, and then you do up, and then you do another down, and then you do up. So meanwhile, you're thinking, okay, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And you can get a totally different rhythm out of that. So you can play any rhythm with those directions. And it just doesn't really make sense to me. So what I do with a lot of my private students is I've made a system for teaching strumming patterns that you don't really need to know any music, or you don't have to read music or anything to learn it. But basically I started doing it because I would teach my students these strumming patterns, and I wanted them to be able to recreate it on their own when they got home, because I wouldn't be there with them, obviously, to hold their hand through the strumming pattern. The other reason, too, is when people are strumming, you know, experienced guitar players, they're not always doing the same pattern every single time all the way through the song. Okay, there are slight variations in which they add a hit here or a hit there, and rather than just going through that same laborious process for, you know, each pattern and all of its variations for one single song, I came up with this system. Okay, so you can do this at home. So what I want you to do first is you're going to need a piece of paper and a writing utensil. That's about it, okay? And first, what I want you to do on a piece of paper is write the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So just like that. Okay? Now I want you to write whatever symbol you use for and, the word and, in between them. Write that in between each one of these numbers, like so. Okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Alright? What these are is these are syllables or labels or identifiers of each of the beats or subdivisions of the beat that we're going to be using. Okay? So this is for, you know, a 4 beat. This is for music that has 4 beats per bar, which is pretty much the most common time signature that you have. So next, what I want you to do is we're going to make a table from this information. So I want you to draw a table out of, with that information right there. Basically divide all of it up, okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we're going to create what I call the Mother Strum. Okay, this is the Mother Strum, meaning from this strum, many other strums are born, if you will. A rather humorous analogy. So what you want to do is you want to use arrows. Okay, a down arrow for each one of the numbers, and an up arrow for each one of the ands. Okay, so it should look like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That is our Mother Strum. Okay. So, what you want to do now is here's how you want to think of it. So, say you're playing a song that's in 4/4. Okay. In that case, you want to be thinking 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you can't see my foot, but my foot is actually following my hand, so it's coming down on the downbeats and up on the and. So 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and. Okay, so I'm hitting the strings each time. Okay, for the downs and the ups, for the numbers and the ands. Okay, so what you want to do is from this pattern you can take away. You can take away downs, you can take away ups to get the pattern that you want. Okay, so let's take away a direction from the Mother Strum. Okay, so we're going to go. Let's take away the and of 1. Okay, so just take away that one. And then what we got is a new strum. Okay, it's going to be 1, and then 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay. So now, just because we left the and of 1 blank, that does not mean that you stop moving your hand. Okay. What it means is you don't hit the strings on that. So you simply pass over them without hitting them. Okay. So what's that? That is going to sound like. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay? Alright, so let's take away another one. This time, instead of taking away a down, we're going to take away. Now let's just take away another down. So we're going to take away 3. Okay. Down. Up. Okay. So this is kind of born of our second pattern there. Okay. So now what I have is 1, 2 and 4 and. Right? 1, 2 and 4 and. So we're skipping the and of 1. We're skipping 3. Okay, so if you play that, what's it going to sound like? And this is actually a very, very, very common strum. Okay, so simply by taking away 2 hits from the Mother Strum, you get a very common, usable pattern. Taylor Swift uses this all the time. I just hear it everywhere. It's very, very useful. So I need to remind you now that it's, when you're using this system, it's so important that you keep your hand moving. Okay, I can't say this enough, but you don't want to stop your hand if you don't hear a strum. Okay, you have to keep moving. Okay. Because if you change the way you move your hand, like if you go, which is the same rhythm, but you're using a different mother strum, right? You're moving your hand differently. You don't have that constant down, up pattern, okay? If you do that, you have invented a whole new system for yourself, and you are on your own in that respect, okay? Can't help you after that. But if you use just simple consonant down, up, down, up. See, I'm just making variations there, just, right off of the mother strum. So I hope that makes sense. And now what you want to do is, get creative. Make sure you have that mother strum down cold. Like, seriously, you can do it in your sleep. Make sure it's down cold, and then experiment and take away different hits and create your own strums. Find strums that you've heard before, that you've used before. Do something crazy and just have fun with it. And I hope that makes things a lot easier for you. It seemed to work a lot for my students, so I thought I'd share it with you. So any questions, hit me up. I'm Alex Bourne. Tschüss.